Alpha Papa frequency.
Emergency or priority traffic. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey. Okay, hearing none, welcome to the net. Speaking about pauses, let's try to make our transmission is no longer than 2 or 3 minutes, so we won't time out the repeaters or the links. We are today linked 9H-HAM DMR, the DMR link and DMR repeater, and also 9H-HAM UHF, which is the UHF repeater which covers the 9H5FA. 9H-HAM UHF and 9H-HAM DMR are linked to Echolink, and so you can also use Echolink to join the net. This is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey, giving a pause, and then taking check-ins. Also staying away from the heat. The heat is everywhere. Of course, it is summer. Radio stations both on the island and around Europe advising everybody to stay away from the heat of the day, hydrate continually, and that's all good advice. And especially this one, I'm glad it's being mentioned now. Keep an eye on your neighbor, especially a neighbor who's perhaps elderly or cannot help themselves. Keep an eye on them and check on them, make sure they're doing okay, because it could sometimes make a major difference in their life and yours as well. Saying that, I will now take check-ins for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. This is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey from Kilo Mike 4, Papa Victor, oh, my words, there, Gerald. Please check me in from Richmond, Kentucky.
This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. The name is Anthony.
Okay, so far I have Kilo Mike 4, Papa Victor. Let me know your name. Maybe I should know it and I forgot, but good afternoon to you, and thank you very much for checking into our net or round table over here. And they also have 9 Hotel 5 Fox Alpha. Right before the net, I also heard 9 Hotel 5 Alpha Papa, and he said he's still out doing work, and I'm going to check him in right now. So let me take another pause and see if there are any other checkers, and then we'll say hello to everybody. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey. Hearing nothing, let's go one round and see how everybody's doing. I certainly hope everybody is doing well. Kilo Mike 4, Papa Victor. Yeah, that's kind of a tongue twister. Good afternoon to you from Kentucky, or from Wyoming to Kentucky. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
All righty, fine business. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey from Kilo Mike 4, Papa Papa Victor, Sal Sierra Alpha Lima from Richmond, Kentucky. Oh, I'm no stranger to this net because when you all started, I was checking in, Gerald, there. As far as I see that you're from Sheridan, Wyoming, I talk to a lot of operators from Sheridan, Wyoming. I do POTA, Parks on the Air. I do activations at the park. So anyways, fine business.
Yeah, very good, Sal. Good afternoon to you. Extremely hot, and there are fires all over the place. As you probably very well know, there are fires in the West Coast and in Canada. Luckily this year so far, and I will not shout this out, but luckily the smoke has passed us by mostly. Today is a kind of a hazy, smoky day, but we are almost in the middle of August, and normally by this time we would have been experiencing smoke from fires for at least 4 or 5 weeks. So far, not too bad. Unfortunately, the smoke affects me, and so whenever there's the smoke, instead of sitting outside in the backyard enjoying the cool mornings, I have to stay inside and look out the window. But that's okay, not a problem. Very good, Sal. 100% copy. You have beautiful audio. I'm assuming you're coming in on Echolink. What was I going to say? Something else too. Oh well, I'll remember it. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey. Good afternoon, good evening to you, Anthony. 9 Hotel 5, Fox Alpha. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey. How are things in your neck of the woods, or the islands, I should say?
Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Yeah, I'm using a different handhelds on RF and a slightly different location too. So if there's some background hum, it could be because of three computers which are on, and it's close vicinity, and I can't really go farther away. Well, today is, by the way, this is the 114th edition of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. And, well, tomorrow is a public holiday, Friday, locally, so most people would have taken a long weekend off. And there's also a tradition that a number of people would go to Gozo for a long weekend. Otherwise, we're getting along, except for the weather, which goes up to an occasional heat wave and then goes down again to something acceptable. We don't have forest fires, but that's because we don't have forests. Back to you, Jenny, or back to the net, rather. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, very good, Anthony. 9 Hotel Fox Alpha with the net, November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey. Are there any other check-ins for the net at this point in time?
November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey from 9H-1 Golf Papa Mobile. Do you copy? Over.
9 Hotel 1 Golf Papa. I haven't heard you in a very long time. Wonderful copy. Good evening to you. I certainly hope you're doing well. 9H-1GP with the Mars Net. No. Oh, that's old. With the 9H-HAM Global Net. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. It's nice to hear your voice.
So, 901 Golf Papa, I can hear you, Mark. Golf 0 Bravo India Alpha.
G0BIA, 9H1 Golf Papa. Copying you loud and clear, Ian. I'm mobile here on the coast road here from St. Julian's going to Bujiba. And I'm using the cell phone here, and I'm using DroidStar. I'm actually on DMR. How is my copy? Is my modulation okay? G0BIA, 9H1 Golf Papa Mobile. Go ahead.
BIA. Q5 BBC quality, absolute perfect signal. Nothing wrong with it at all, Mark. Trust you well, and I know the net's trying to get going. I'm monitoring on Echo Link as well. I'm using the Anytone 878 into this, so I'll keep it short. 901 Golf Papa Mobile, G0BIA.
QSL, and I don't want to keep it just in case the net is going on. I'm using the DroidStar here. It's the app to use on DMR and Fusion, and it works okay. I don't have the radio with me. I'm just using the cell phone, so it's working okay. I appreciate the report. Okay, hope all is well with you also then, and we're doing fine, you know. As regarding the circumstances, we're doing our best that we can. But anyway, let me see if Jerry is here, if he's copying us or not. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. Do you copy 9H1 Golf Papa with G0BIA? Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, very good, Mark. 9 Hotel 1 Golf Papa with the 9H-HAM Global Net, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. It's very nice to hear your voice again on the air. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and we have over the last few decades, and hopefully we can continue. I monitored 9H1UHF on a regular basis, and also DMR Talk Group 2780. And your audio is perfect using DroidStar on your phone. I'll pass it back to you, and it's not a directed net anymore. Good evening to you, and you can. I'm sure everybody would like to say hello to you because we haven't heard you in quite a while. 9 Hotel 1 Golf Papa with the 9H-HAM Global Net, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey.
Okay, Jerry, QSL. Nice to hear you, Jerry, after a long time. And also I heard, I couldn't quite understand 9H5 Fox Alpha. There, it was a bit distorted, but otherwise everybody was coming in very clear, even the Kilo Queen 4 station. I'm actually mobile, as you might have heard me say. I'm driving along the coast road here, just parked at the moment, had an ice cream in Bahar Shah. very close to the sea here, and I'm using the cell phone as I told Ian there with DroidStar, and I'm on 2780. This DroidStar works perfectly on DMR. I like it very much. You can monitor all the talk groups on it. It's quite nice. Anyway, I don't want to keep it, and I don't know if Anthony is copying me okay. And I don't know if he's in another location or what there, Jerry. I'm going to pass it to him, and if I don't hear him, Anthony, you pass it back to Jerry, and Jerry can pass it to the Kilo Quebec 4 there in Kentucky, I believe. It was quite a hot day today. We had about 33 degrees Celsius, but we're expecting some rain for the weekend. Let's see. Fingers crossed. 9H5 Fox Alpha with the group 9H1 Golf.
Alpha, I copied perfectly. Apologies for the quality of my transmission today. Got to do with the location I'm in MGS. But talking about DroidStar, there is actually a modified, I discovered recently, there's a modified build on GitHub, and it's claimed to be a bit more stable. It's on HTTPS GitHub/Mostar November wait a minute. Yes, I've got it in front of me at the moment. So it's /Mostar/DroidStar on the GitHub page. And there's an Android build you can download. I've installed it, I haven't really tried it yet. Back to the next, this is 9H-5 Alpha.
If you understood Anthony, I would appreciate it if you can make a relay of what he said, because I didn't understand. I think he was talking about DroidStar, something about the app. Jerry, go ahead.
Mark's 9H1 GP with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet and 7APW. Anthony, if you could back away a bit from the radio, I think that that distortion will go away. Or else you could obviously get on Echo Link too. Or maybe on the DMR radio, whichever. But yeah, you have a little distortion. That's really what he was talking about. He also gave a link, which I didn't catch, but I'm sure that Anthony will probably put the link on the 9H-HAM page on YouTube, if that's okay with you, Anthony, and so that we can go and look, click on it and look at it, because I'm sure it interests a lot of people. So that's what was said, Mark, and I'll give a pause here, see if Anthony has any corrections to make, and then pass it over to Mark, and then we'll pass it over to Sal. 9H5, 9H5 FA with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet and 7APW.
H5FA. I'm talking on DMR now. I guess the quality is much better. Do you copy?
Oh my God, that's a big difference, Anthony. You're crystal clear now, no problems. Go ahead.
Thanks. My location is a bit different than usual, but DMR is always clearer. What I was referring to is there is what is claimed to be a modified or improved build of DroidStar available on GitHub, and the URL is github.com/NoStar, so November, Oscar, Sierra, Tango, Alpha, Romeo, no star, slash DroidStar. It's not the official build, but it's claimed to be more stable. I've installed it, but haven't tried it yet. Back to the next. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
G0BIA still here.
Yes, we're gonna pass it to you, Ian. No problem. Okay, Shveen, we didn't forget you. All right, Anthony, all copied. If you can put that link on the 9H-HAM Facebook site, it will be there. I'll check it out. But I can't complain with my version. It's the original version that I'm using here. And it works fine on my phone, so I don't really, but I have another phone and I'll test it out and see what's different in it. Anyway, let me pass it to Ian there, because he didn't say hello to the guys. And then there is the Kilo Queen 4 in Kentucky there. We'll let him out also. G0BIA with the group. This is 9H1 Golf Papa Mobile. Go ahead, Ian.
Good evening again, Mark. Good evening to you, Jerry. Number 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. Called you yesterday and the day before, but I think you hadn't got up, HI. Or you haven't a line. Something like that. And good evening to you, Anthony. That was much better on DMR. I concur with the other guys. I couldn't make head nor tail of the signal, you know. And that's lovely and clear. It's a pleasure for me, actually, to talk on the talk group 2780, because the last time I was on, I'd had some trouble with my two anytones, and I found a guy in Scotland who helped me out tremendously, gave me homework to do, I must add, and sent me programs down to sort it out and do this, do that, and I had a hell of a learning curve, but I managed to get both radios running. And then we found out, of course, that he'd put the wrong talk group number in for Malta, but that's corrected. I drew his attention to it, and he told me how to do it, so I put it right. So it's very, very nice to be on this evening. I'll just stay once round, and then I shall disappear, leave you guys to have a good chat. It's nice to hear you, Mark. Long time, and we go back quite a way now, don't we? And our days of coming to Malta, I'm afraid, are over. We were only speaking of it today when we knew my wife's passport had run out, and mine runs out in November, but we're not fit enough now to come, I'm afraid. So I believe there's a station in Kentucky. If you'd like to take it, this is Golf Zero, Bravo, India Alpha, matched by the sea in the UK. Over to you, sir.
The group. All right, now that I got this may be a couple more minutes or so. Now that he talked, that operator in Malta talked about DroidStar. I had DroidStar loaded. Man, it must be over a year and a half now. Then I think there was so many problems with the vocoder, I believe it was, and then ESSID. I always got error messages. I couldn't even. It used to be where I used to get on there. I used to have all the hosts. I had everything loaded. Now I don't. I did install it, but it's still asking me. There's that ESSID number. I don't know where that needs to be. I know the DMR, my DMR number, but my problem is it says if you mention the new, improved, or modified one, it's saying software on the vocoder. Is that what it's supposed to say? Or maybe I installed the wrong one. Go ahead.
The version which I referred to, I'm not sure if the vocoder is built in or not, because I already had the original version, and I uninstalled it and installed this one, and it didn't ask me for a vocoder, but on a just preliminary test, very, very short test, it worked. Regarding the ESSID, that's effectively a suffix to your DMR ID. And you can put in any number there, as long as it's not the same as any other DMR device which you have. So you can't operate two DMR devices simultaneously, at least, if they have the same ESSID. But you can put in a number there. If you have 5 DMR radios, you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as ESSID, one number, ESSID. And that seems to work because I've got DroidStar running and my PYT DMR radio running with different ESSIDs, and I'm monitoring one from the other, and it seems to be working. Back to the net. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
And 7APW with a comment.
Sir, did you understand what he said? Go ahead.
It's kind of weird, kind of confusing, but not quite. Your radio ID is a unique 7-digit ID. And so if you have more than one device, you have to put the radio ID on each device. Now, if you have more than one device operating, when you transmit to Brandmeister, it picks up the radio ID, but then it doesn't. If there are more than one device on, it really doesn't know which one sent the message and which one to reply to. So the ESSID is a 2-digit extension, which now turns the radio ID in the eyes of Brandmeister from a 7-digit ID to a 9-digit ID. And so let's say my Anytone radio is my radio ID plus 01. My DroidStar is my radio ID plus 03. So when I transmit from my DroidStar, it captures the 9 digits, and they're now unique. And the range of the ESSID is from 01 to 99. So you can actually, really, if you wanted to, have 100 devices. Let me recycle. 100 devices using your radio ID plus your ESSID that you can listen to and transmit from at any point in time without confusion. And I hope I haven't confused everybody, but that's the whole thing. And so I have about 5 or 6 devices, and they all have a unique ESSID and obviously my radio ID, and they can run simultaneously. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
Okay, comment there.
Ed.
Okay, Gerald. So I know what my DMR number is. Are you saying if I'm using, like, for example, my iPhone, is it going to be 01?
Well, like Anthony said, the range of the ESS ID is from 01 to 99. You can pick any one you want. I'm kind of systemic, so I start from 1 and go down the list for every device that I add. The key is not to have two that are the same, not to have the ESS ID on your phone as 01 and the ESS ID on another phone also as 01. And so, I figure I don't have more than 8 or 10 devices if I'm lucky. And so I do 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, until I get to 91. And then when I get to 91, if I ever get there, I do 2, 12. And it keeps me straight. Go ahead, Sal.
All right, this Kilo Mike 4, Papa Victor returning. Okay, so I got what you're saying. Like I said, this is going to be a shot. It says it's grayed out up on top where it says software, the vocoder saying software. I don't understand that. This may be something new. I've never seen that before. Maybe the software is already programmed in there. I have no clue. And I'm hoping that YouTube has other operators showing you, about the installation process and whatnot. I had a lot of big problems when I put it on my phone. I even did that beta testing, and it kept on still coming up with errors. But hopefully, this time around, it'll work.
Okay, very good. Let me try to add some more to that too. But before I do that, let me ID and let me pause for any check-ins or any comments for the net. This is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey, with a very interesting topic this evening with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Are there any other check-ins at this point in time? I have Ian checked in. Mark, you're checked in. KM4 PPV, 9H5 AP, 9H5 FA, and of course myself. And any other check-ins? And please, anybody feel free to chime in. That's what the net is all about. So I'll give a pause, and if not, I'll shed a little light on vocoders. That's interesting. It's interesting. I'm with Mark. I have an older version of DroidStar on my phone, and it works very nicely. And the vocoder was a challenge, I will tell you. And I'm sure a lot of people have come up against that. But once you set it up, my philosophy is very simple. If it works, don't mess with it. November 7, plus I'm getting old. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
Roger, November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. This is 9H1 Golf Papa Mobile. Yeah, that's interesting, Jerry. I didn't know about the ESSID there about it, so I'll put every device with a different number. In fact, on this one, it was none on my cellular phone. It was none, and as you said, it starts from 01 up to 99. So I'll see if I can give it a number and also the radios there. The only thing I did here is I did install the vocoder on the old phone. I changed my phone about 5-6 months ago, and I have an Android phone here. It's a Chinese Xiaomi phone, which I like very much. It's got 512 gig of storage and 12 gigabytes of RAM. It works good. I like it. And when I installed from one phone to another, I just put in my email, my Gmail email, and my password, and it copied all the apps automatically from one phone to another. You know, and that was really nice. And I thought I had to go over the process again to install the encoder again, you know, but it worked right out, without any problems at all. So I was lucky. I remember I did join a forum, I believe, and they put on the website from where you have to put it in the settings on the DroidStar program. On the DroidStar program. You have to put the website in and download it. It will download it. But it works fine here. I mean, as you said, Jerry, if it doesn't give, if it works, don't touch it. And definitely, I'm not going to touch it. So I'm quite happy, you know, sitting here close to the sea. Just had an ice cream, and I'm talking to you guys with my cell phone here on DroidStar, which is working fine. Okay, to Anthony there, and that was interesting, yeah. And then Jerry can explain to us about the vocoder also. The first time I had installed it, when it came out, it came with the vocoder, but then they took it off. I don't know if it was something to do with copyright or something, but they took it off. And then you had to install it separately. I don't know what was the reason behind it.
G0 VIA Whitney 73 Saha. See you next time round. G0 VIA QRT.
Yeah, this Kilo Mike 4, Papa Victor. I got to say 73. Thanks, Gerald, for a great net, and I will be sure to tune in on next Thursday. Take care, all, and stay safe. God bless.
And 7APW, 9H-HAM. GP, 9H-HAM.
On 278L.
if anyone's hearing me, I'm not copying neither on DMR nor on analog, so I'm not sure what's happening. This is 9H-HAM.
S7PW, 9H-FA. Go ahead.
For some reason, I wasn't copying. Either was a long silence, so I wasn't sure if what was happening from my side, but whatever it was, it seems to have resolved now. So thanks, back to the net. I think Jerry is still here, and I think Mark is still here, right? 9H-1 Golf Papa. This is 9 Hotel 5 Fox Hotel.
This is November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. We did have a brief interruption. I'm going to run through the check-ins to see who's still here. I heard 9 Hotel 5 Fox Alpha. How about Kilo Mike 4 Papa Papa Victor? Are you still with the net? And 7 APW. Okay, I didn't hear Sal. Let's see. Mark, are you with us still? 9 Hotel 1 Golf Papa, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. I didn't hear Mark either. How about you, Ian? Golf 0 BIA, 9 and 7 APW. I didn't hear anybody either. Anthony, I hope you're still copying me. Do you hear anybody else on your side?
Hey, no, I'm just hearing you. I think we had some sort of interruption at some point in time, at least from my end. Some electronic thing, communication link was happening for a few minutes. Perhaps people have left during that interruption, I'm not sure. But thanks for the explanation, Jerry, about the SSID. I had forgotten it was a two-digit code, yeah. And yeah, the vocoder had given me problems too, but there is a site to download the vocoder files from, which that seems to work. And 6 BPW, 9H-5FA.
Good 9 Hotel 5 Fox Alpha and 7 APW returning. Yeah, there is the vocoder story is a very interesting one. It used to be offered with DroidStar, and then copyright and licensing and everything got in the way, and they pulled the vocoder out to where now the vocoder had to be rewritten so that it wouldn't be proprietary. And that took a while and confused a lot of people, and obviously disabled the operation of a lot of DroidStar applications. I have one vocoder that seems to be universal, and I have the link. And you can either remind me, or I'll try to remind myself, and we'll put it out there for people who need it, because it seems to work on the majority of phones. And like Sal was saying, you know, you actually tell DroidStar the website or the link to go to, and then it will go down there, download it, and install it, and all of a sudden, my goodness, you have audio again. Let me give a pause. It's very interesting that we were enjoying ourselves, and I'm sure we'll do it again and again and again. This is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. We did have an interruption. We are back, and hopefully people are starting to join us again. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey standing by. Am I getting out on 9H1 UHF or not? Go ahead.
And 7APW9H5FA. Yes, you are coming out on the analog repeater as well. Let me double check something from my end. This is N9H5FA.
Yeah, I can hear you on cell group 2780 also. So we seem connected, but you know, the interruption, we'll have to get maybe a document going and discuss it whenever something like this happens, where to go, what to do, etc., etc., etc. But all in all, we're doing great, I think. What was I going to say? Oh, by the way, don't ask why. I was either up late or I woke up early this morning. It was approximately 9, 10 o'clock in the morning Malta time, and I heard two Maltese hams, both on DMR, 9 Hotel 1 Zulu, 9 Hotel 1, I think it was Zulu X-ray, or X-ray Zulu, and 9 Hotel 2 Lima Bravo. They were both on 91, but at that point in time, 91 was having some packet loss issues, and while I tried to talk to them, they couldn't get back to me, did not hear me, whatever the case may be. So it's nice to see that there's more activity on DMR. As Ian said earlier, both he and I and G3TZM, from time to time, when we have time, jump on the 2780 talk group and chit chat somewhere in the neighborhood of, let me recycle, one moment. Around 5 o'clock in the evening Malta time. I monitor 2780 on a regular basis, and sometimes Ian will come in and we'll say hello, and Bill will also come in, and so there's a little activity going on, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it as I sit and sip my first or second cup of coffee in the morning. 9H5FA with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Yes, I think I'm tired because I haven't. I stayed up late. No, I'm sorry. Woke up early. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
I'm back on frequency if you can copy me, Jerry and Mario. Oh, Anthony and Jerry. I was listening to you on the Android, Droidstar. I'm saying that my modulation is very strong here. You have to put down the modulation a bit. I don't know if you can copy me. Okay, yeah, it's a bit better like that because it was too amplified before. Are you copying me, Jerry? Now I'm on Echo Link. Mawx iżjed barranin, għax kollha telqu jekk nitkellmu bil-Malti. Telqu l-oħrajn. Għallulkom li sejrin QRT kemm dak ta' il-Kilo Mike 4 u kemm Ian jekk qed tismani N7APW 9H-1GP jgħid fuq l-Echo Link jiena. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger Mark, 9H-1GP, ma 9H-5FA, and 7APW. Tajjeb ħafna, dik il-bitċa ma smajtiex minn għawjena, ma bqajna hawnhekk biex naraw jekk kulħadd jirċerġa jiġi lura. Tassew qed nieħu gost nisma' leħnek. Your modulation is great. Isek qiegħed hawnhekk fil-kamra miegħi. And it's like I said before, at the cost of repeating myself, pjaċir immens li nerġa' nisma' leħnek. Tajjeb ħafna, kellna konverzazzjoni tajba ħafna. U nirringrazzjak tal-li tieħu ħsieb ir-repeater u tħallina nżommu n-net, issa n-net ilha għaddejja. Iktar jista' jgħidlek Anthony, imma skont milli niftakar jien bejwet u ieħor 4 snin. And that's not too bad. U għanna ftit pjanijiet biex nsibu ftit għajnuna ħalli innet kompli. Naħseb li ħaġa tajba jena. ħanaddi għalilek, badda wara ibata li Anthony. But your modulation is perfect at ngħidlek crystal clear copy. 9H-1GP ma and 9H-5FA and 7APW.
Okay. N7APW 9H-1GP mobile. Tajjeb ħafna. Iktar kristalla u għet jajdu li ninstema. Tajjeb fuq l-Echo Link. Xkont sanajt? Mek kont għet nismakom tajjeb jien, ma intom ma bdejtux tisimawni. U l-oħrajn it-nej daħlu kem Ian u kem dak minn Kentucky. Nsejt ismu imma t-nej għallulkom li sejrin QRT. So ma nafx ġara hemmhekk, ma bdejtux tisimgħuni. Jien kon qed nisma'kom kollox hemmhekk. U jien l-istess ħaġa għamilt tal-vocoder tiegħi fuq u dak. Kelli nniżlu l-ewwel kont niżilt il-programm u kien jaħdem kollox u f'daqqa waħda ma bdejt nisma' xejn fuq. U xi ħadd kien qalli meta kont qed nitkellem bil-handheld illi rrid innizzel il-vocoder tiegħu. U kont ħalġa forum u kien hemm link daħħaltilu fis-settings id-download jew installaħ. Li kont lucky għattilkom li bdilt il-mobile xi siċċurilu u just fil-mobile il-ġdid daħħalt l-email tiegħi li huwa Gmail. Jien Android phone għandi u l-email u l-password tal-Google u installali l-apps kollha li kelli fuq il-phone liħor. U daħadem at the first time li provajtu, ma kellix ninstalla vocoder u xejn narġa. Provajtu bajt iċċassat li ħadem. Issa rigward li SSID jena għawek mandiċ installata għadni. Ma mintlulux number, imma sa la spiegajt li xini. Inti jom number kol wieħed hemmhekk. Okay, ħanti għall-Anthony u jintħalta calling issa. Kif għattilkom, għax hemmhekk ma bdejtux tisimgħuni fuq il-talk group 780. papa mal-grupa xeqtajt, arġajt ħalt.
F'għad il-minuta, ekku li nkadu kem tefan il-barra. U naħseb tefalilek il-barra u koll. Ma nafx, ġarra, ħaġa simili minna ħatijak? Dan 9H-HAM.
Roger, qed nisma' t-tejl tar-repeater, ma nafx kemm ilha hekk fuq l-echoing, imma tinstema' t-tejl, jew hemm xi settings jew xi ħaġa, hemm it-tejl qed jinstema' tar-repeater. Iva, tefan il-barra lili, waqt li kont qed nitkellem fl-aħħar biċċa, tefan il-barra Anthony lili bħalek, go ahead.
H1GP, 9H-5FA. Mux għal darba li ċaħta dik l-echoing. Ġast jitfa kullħat il-barra at one point. U naġu n-konnektjaw. Jina bħal-effett l-monitorja bl-echoing u b'DMR. U actually, żewġ repeat, żewġ nodes għedin in conference fuq l-echoing. Allora, speċjalment naddu minn repeater għal-liħor, minn node għal-liħor. Ma kultant ekku link jomela dik, just ma nistax nifhem għaliex. 9H-1GP ma N7APW dan ma 9H-5FA.
Tefan il-barra, għanajdlek Anthony forsi aħjar naqtaw il-link bejn 9H1DMR u 9H1UHF wara kollox il-net tissa għalqet u inkomplu kollha fuq 9H1UHF ħalli naħseb il-problema mbagħad solvi ruħha. We can only try. U iwa Mark dak it-tejl ilu hemmhekk ftit xhur, però you know I don't know whether it's been looked at jew le. It's not very annoying. Almenu tfakkarni li nieħu pawsa. 9H5FA qabel mbagħad għaddi għal Mark. Trid nieħdu pawsa biex tneħħi l-links. Anthony, go ahead.
Roger, ħanneħ il-link issa.
All right, ma dix nara l-link. Jena naraw kif immorru. Hu dan ti Mark N7APW.
QSL N7APW 9H1GP. Jintajjeb qed nismakom, m'għandix problemi. All right, fuq dik it-tejl li l-raqxie hemmhekk. Hemm xi setting dik fuq l-echo link, jew hemm xi setting, se naraw naqra. Imma jinstema' il-tejl hemmhekk. Anyway, tajjeb ħafna, pjaċir li kellimtkom. Llum irċevejt il-reminder u ftit qabel it-8 u għad fit-8 nixelu. Nipprova Droid Star u hekk għamilt, provajt Droid Star, ħalli naqra kif jaħdem u ħdemna tajjeb għal-bidu. Imma mbagħad beda jikkommedja fl-aħħar. Okay, tajjeb. Anti għalilek, Anthony. Tajjeb, jiena minnaħa tiegħi ma tantx għandi ħafna xi ngħid, imma I mean the Droidstar konsibtu tajjeb anka meta morna l-fiera Friedrichshafen at the last weekend of June li għadda. Għamilt ftit kontatti minn il-Ġermanja bih ukoll fuq id-DMR. Kellimt l-Amerikani u hekk kont qed nuża Delta Lima stroke 9H-1 Golf Papa. U tkellimt naqra u rawħ ukoll sħabna li kienu magħna hemmhekk u x'jgħidulu interessom imma sebettu complicated biex tinstallaħ. I mean jekk għandek il-link ta' dak il-vocoder x'ismu, imma jridu jġibu il-DMR ID u dawk l-affarijiet kollha. You know, biex nagħmelulhom għax m'għandhomx DMR ID kien hemm minnhom. Għalik, Anthony, 9H5 Fox Alpha, 9H1 Golf Papa, Mana N7APW, go ahead.
9H1 Golf Papa, ma' November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, dan 9H5 SA. Bid-dilsta xejn il-lokazzjoni tiegħi ġoddaħ. Qed insema' ħjarik jew xorta ħafna background u textix. Tieni daqsxejn report Mark 9H5 SA.
Hemm ftit noise żgħira ma tifhmek hawn m'għandux jaqsam mal-li kont qed nisma' fuq il-2780 ta' għax hemmhekk kelma nifhem u 10 le kont qiegħed. Hawnhekk qed nifhmek kollox. Jiena mqabbad man 9H1 UHF repeater ukoll fuq l-Echo Link. So hemm daqsxejn background noise imma l-modulation 100% nifhem kollox. Anthony, QSL?
Roger, Mark, jini għat fuq RF ma' repeater ma' 9H1 UHF. Profriġ barra fil-gallerija. U biddilt il-radio għabel kontet nuża. Sabel Marki il-għarri kon nuża Woxun regolari ma' tibsin problemi. Miet daqqa, kompletament miet, ġiviri la power la xej, whatever, batterija tajpa. Mux batteriji ċarċajta u whatever. U kelli jgħajtu F60 ilu għandi naħseb xi 10 snin. U ma stajt insib l-antenna tiegħu frixtu programmajtu ma l-antenna tiegħu għed nuża l-antenna tal-radio ieħor li kelli jdur. Jista' jkun li kellu l-antenna. Issa qed nuża bawfeng tal-minuta ġifieri issa fuq bawfeng. So ma nafx jizna mill daqxejn kif jgħidu għaw house sorting għannara l-vassament liġi 9H1 Golf Papa ma 978PW da 9H5 SA ma nafx jisru ħagġenti jew ġeri għax nafx ġeri mistuta so ġeri kida u din da 9H5 SA.
So għax t-kwiet għaddur kif id-dur dajem tasal. Tajjeb, ħafna ħbib. Għet nisma l-kulħat tajjeb, jgħat għawnek għoddim il-computer, għet nizalek għaw link ovvjament, ma nistax nidħol fuq il-VHF, nishtiq kieku da. Pero jgħat kifet inti Mark, issa, xismu il-Brandmeister għet jirrakjedi, but you know about this, għalix il-Droidstar tijak għet jahdem. Kemm il-Brandmeister u kemm TGIF issa irrid ikollok password, otherwise ma tidħolx fis-sistema, però ovvjament jekk qed tidħol fuq il-Brandmeister fuq il-Droidstar għandek il-password ukoll. Li għamlu issa naqra kurjuża, ma li għamlu issa qed ipoġġu timers fuq it-talk groups. Imma għadni ma sibx fejn hemm lista ta' it-talk group u kemm hija timeout timer. Naf li 93 talk group 93 it-timer tiegħu minn għalija 60 seconds. U intom tafuni sewwa 60 seconds għalija. Bella brodu. 9H-GP ma 9H-5FA and 7APW.
QSL. Ma konċ naf għadija ta' timer differenti. So it's different for every talk group. 60 seconds, my God, il-Marija, għastil ħaqtajt xej, mux għalik bis problema għal kulħadd. It's too little. Jew it's too little. Għawal mara għattajt li n-nisa jgħidu. Jgħidu li n-nisa jgħidu, għattajt. Mġek? Anyway, all right, ġmin. Imma hija għandi password jien tal-Brandmeister. Brandmeister għandi password, so no problem at all dik. Anyway, ħafna mill-ħin nkun qed nisma' ta' fuq il-DMR, fuq il-91, nkun qiegħed standby. Hemmhekk nisma'. U dak 9H2 Lima Bravo li semmejt l-ewwel, dak li għandna dar repeater għandu Louis Borch, għalek Lima Bravo. Louis Borch huwa ħabib tiegħi. Kien jaħdem magħna l-istess kumpanija, u mbagħad telaq qabli. Imma he was kind enough qabel ma ġab il-liċenzja illi konna ħammilna repeater għax joqgħod l-imtarfa u għandu location tajba minni għandu. All right, ġmi, that's the story. U Frank Plevin liħor, 9H1ZX, naf li għandu dan. Taf xut ngħidlek entni, rajtu ħareġ Baofeng ġdid, smajt xi nies jużawh ukoll. Hemm Baofeng DM32 li għandu DMR. Għandu kon anke airband jisma' hemmhekk u għandu l-IPRS u l-GPS, sintendi għandu l-IPRS u jgħid xi €60 xi ħaġa hekk. Jekk rajt sew mill-AliExpress. Mux għoli, Baofeng Delta Mike 32, UV għandikun, 9H5 Fox Alpha, 9H1 Golf Papa.